Neela from Bangladesh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sheikh, yesterday you did not understand my question, but today my question is different. As I mentioned yesterday about taking my cat to Abort for surgery, if after going there we find out she's pregnant, will it be a sin if we decide to abort the babies and continue the surgery? Barakallahu fikum.
Wallahi, these questions are very, very awkward for me. Now, you asked me yesterday about lying to your mother or your grandmother about the payment, about sterilizing your cat, about how much it would cost for vaccines, and you were lying to pay something more for another procedure. The lie is a lie. So if you're asking about aborting the pregnancy of your cat, we have to do ultrasound and see how many weeks this pregnancy is. What kind of a question is this? You want to abort the cat's pregnancy? Go ahead and do it. There's no problem in that. You want to lie to your mom or grandmom for the extra cost? This is totally prohibited. Rahma from the UK.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So, what advice would you give to a sister who is going through a divorce after only a 1 month marriage due to a mistake she made by inviting a non-mahram to an intimate walima, which caused her husband to be unhappy? So, despite that, the sister repeatedly seeking forgiveness and sincerely repented to Allah for that mistake. And did what she could do to please her husband, yet the marriage ended. Can this issue alone be considered a valid reason for a husband to divorce his wife? Jazakallah khair.
Wa jazakum. This is guilt tripping. The marriage failed not because of this incident where the wife invited non-mahram to a party with the consent and approval of the husband, because he was happy and he had no complaints about it. Is it a sin? Definitely it is. Can it be a cause of divorce? Most likely not. Though we acknowledge that our sins do have an impact on our lives, on what happens in our lives, because whatever calamity that falls upon us is due to our own sins and deeds. We acknowledge this, but can we specifically say, okay, the marriage failed because of that party? Most likely it didn't. You were happy, he was happy. What happened afterwards that caused him to divorce his wife, maybe because she was nagging, maybe she was demanding, maybe she was bossing him around, interrogating him all the time, maybe she was not taking care of her self-hygiene, she was not tidy in the house, she was spreading lies about him or having rage fits with him. I don't know. So if he divorced her and the chapter is closed, there is no value or benefit from checking the reasons why. What did I do wrong? It's gone. There's no benefit of it. So put a lid on it and move on. Otherwise, you're going to drown in a swamp of sorrow and feeling guilty when maybe you did not have any fault of your own to begin with. Sadman from Bangladesh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Sheikh, regarding music, I gave my father a video about you saying it's haram and others, and I told my mother indirectly that music was haram. But actually didn't show any good results as I live with them, sometimes their phone rings and sometimes they watch things that have background music in it. So what should I do now?
What do you want to do is what counts. You gave them advice They are adults, they're not children. They are your parents and not your own offspring. You can't do anything other than to advise. So you did your due diligence. The rest is between them and Allah.